Hey, Mo. Hey, girl. How you doing, Monsetta? How's life treating you, Monsetta? Were you able to study yesterday, Monsetta? Were you able to do something for yourself today or this week, Monsetta? I hope you get the chance to do something. I hope you see the goodness of God in your life, Monsetta, because he loves you, and guess what? I love you too. Jesus loves you and Kayla loves you too. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy you're here. And guess what? Because you're here and I love you and I want to make sure you're getting the best that you can get, I'm about to quiz you on what we learned, okay, last week. I want to make sure you're keeping up because we love ourselves better than that. Say it with me. What? I love me better than what? That. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I love me better than that. Okay? We love us. So, because God loves us. So, we got to learn how to love us. So that way we can love our neighbor. Clock it. Alright. So, y'all know last week we covered foundation, moisturizers, and primers. So, now we have our quiz on that. Question number 1. First step with foundation. So the first thing you're going to do before you put your foundation on, you're going to apply A, moisturizer, B, primer, C, setting powder, or D, concealer. If you said A, moisturizer, that is correct. Come on, you was paying attention. 2. When finding the correct shade, you should match to A, your neck, B, your chest, C, your face, or D, your wrist. If you said B, chest, you were paying attention. 3. While applying foundation, avoid placing product A, under the eyes, B, on your neck, C, behind the ear, or D, on your lips. If you answered A, under your eyes, that is correct. 4. True or false? You can set your foundation with setting spray before moving on. A, true, B, false. If you answered A, that is correct. Question number 5, true or false? Those with dry skin should use a matte primer. A matte primer. A, true, B, false. If you said B, you were paying attention. All right, Mom. So tally up. If you got more than one wrong, run it back. Do that foundation class again because we love ourselves better than that. By the time the summer comes, by the time of this end of this course, Mom, oh, you're going to be going wherever you go. You're going to be going to church, work, the game, okay? Because in the club, we all fam. Wherever you go, you're going to be that girl because God made you that girl, okay? Your price, your worth is far above rubies. That part. So this little makeup you putting it all together, you go eat them up. You go eat them up. Now, on to our next class. Toodles. Hey, Mom. All right, so, guys, this is episode 3. Can you believe it? We're at episode 3. You are in your 3rd phase of this course. So today, what we're going to be covering is the highlight and the contour, right? And also the differences between liquid and cream blush. So we have our eyebrows on, we did our priming and our moisturizing, we have our foundation on. Now we can really just get into the highlight, right? And the contour. and the blush. The things that make that face go, oh, she's cute. So, oh, girl, you look good. That stuff, you know? So, I'm your girl, Kayla, and we about to get started. All right, Mo? We about to get started. Everybody clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. What? Yes. All right, and what's our motto, class? What's our motto? I love me what? Better than that. You love yourself better than that. You love yourself better than to not improve on your makeup routine. You love yourself better than not having them eyebrows snatched. You love yourself better than that. Okay? So, as we are loving on ourselves, we're going to get started. Now, the first thing that I always do is I apply my contour. And the reason why I apply my contour first is because now I know what areas I want to chisel and what areas I want to highlight. Yes, you can highlight, but if you highlight first and you go a little bit overboard, now you tend to make those areas that you want to chisel, you tend to make them a little broader, right? Because what highlight is doing is making those areas stand out, and what contour is doing is making those areas chiseled, blend in, you know, darkening out. So almost like shading it so you don't see what you don't want to see. Right? Okay. So, what we're going to do is I use two different things. I use this MAC contour palette, right? And I use this dark color right here, and that is in W55. And remember, we talked about the W's being warmer. I find that when I use a warmer contour, even though that I am a cooler shade, it doesn't necessarily ash me out. Cash Doll said ice me out, not ash me out. So we're not trying to do the ashy look. Even if we do a matte primer, we don't want to be ashy. We do a matte foundation, we still don't want to be ashy. That's why last time I told you guys we're only doing the matte if you do not have dry skin. Okay, now another one I use in the shade Truffle is by LA Girl Pro. You guys know I love a LA Girl Pro. I love an LA Girl Pro. This is actually my everyday contour. So when I'm wearing my makeup to work, it comes with an applique. I can literally just squeeze on and go, and I can put it directly where I want it to go. I typically use this when I am going somewhere, right? So we're going to separate our face. This side, I'm going to show you what it looks like to do cream products, right? This one's going to be more liquid, but this one I'm going to blend out all at once. This side I'm going to blend out separately, just so you can see the difference. Just so you can see, okay, well, I want to go faster. Should I blend it out all together? I kind of want to make sure that everything is in spots, so I'm going to blend it out separately. It's up to you. The entire look is gonna come out beautiful anyway, because you love yourself better than to brush and do anything. You ain't gonna just scrub, right? Because we learned that we pat the product into place. All right, so now let me show y'all with the cream. So we have a very small concealer brush. We have a concealer brush. If you can see, this concealer brush has been used. So we have a concealer brush. You go take it, you go dip it directly into the product, because this is your product. Now, I don't use this palette for my clients, not at all. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go with your cheekbones. Before, I used to bring it way down here or way up here. And so what I do now is, I know they tell you to go and see where it gets low at. What I do now is go between the area right underneath my cheekbones. So I go right underneath. I do not bring it all the way to my lip. Sometimes if I want it to be thicker, I just go over the second time, right? And then I take some more, and then I chisel out the bottom, like my jaw, what is that? The mandible? I chisel that out. So right about my chin. And you see how I got a little curve to it? Make sure you get that curve in your chin, because you want it to look as natural as possible. So if your chin also goes like straight across, you have more of a square face, then you still, if you want to, you can still give yourself a curve. Contour and makeup is an art, so you can always bring it to where you want it to be. So now do my forehead. My forehead, I like to be smaller, and it's not necessarily that I have a big forehead, but I want it to be smaller. I want your face to be right here. I want your eyes to go right here on these good old eyebrows, right? So I try to shade out as much as possible. Now you don't have to. You could do just one line. That's fine. One coat, that's all. So anyway. So I'm going on my nose. Now, I like for Michael Jackson, if he was still alive, to be like, dang, I didn't have to have all those nose surgeries. I could have just booked Kayla every day. And, you know, my nose would have been with a yeah. So that's how I do my noses. Some days, depending on where I'm going, I may make my nose a little wider. Some days I'm not. But guess what? Because you want the best, I'm going to give you the best. We're going with the Michael Jackson nose today. So, now on this side, remember we said we go blend out everything separately. So, I'm taking my foundation brush. Remember, you still picking up from the same process. These videos may be breaking apart, but you still doing all this in one application. So, you go take your foundation brush that got some of your foundation on it, and you go tap this product into place. As you tapping it out, it's going to spread out and blend out, right? You want to make sure all the harsh lines are gone. So now you go tap this part, your jawbone, just where the lines are. You're not going up here. You're not rubbing it along your face to get it. No, it's go tap where it needs to be, because you placed it directly where it needs to be. All right. So, and then your forehead, tapping. Now, with your forehead, if you want to get into your hairline, do a little whip of the flick of the wrist. So you tapping, moving back, tapping, moving back, tapping, moving back, tapping, moving back. Now, I also want you to realize that when you blend it out, you're blending out up. You're blending out up. You might be able to walk it back down, but make sure you always end up, right? Because you wanna draw your face upward. You're not trying to drag it down, right? Now for your nose, because that is a smaller area. Real Techniques, y'all know I love a Real Technique, has what they call a nose shade brush, but it's just a small, that thick blending brush that we use to do our eyebrows. The purple one work as well. I think Real Techniques called this the what they call this, the deluxe crease brush. This, right? You could use either one. I like this one because it's angled. So now with this, I'm coming closer to the side of my nose, because I want this line to go away. If I don't blend all this out, that's fine. The concealer is going to, the highlight of the concealer is going to blend that out for me. So I'm just making sure this side is nice, right? All right, and you go get up around your eye, about that crease of the eye, like that. Like so, like that, right? And you go bring it around your eyeball. Now that's gonna help too when you're doing your eyeshadow, right? Because it's gonna give you that contrast, that multi-dimensional look. So I'm just gonna go over it one more time, tapping up. All right. Now you can see the difference on this side already. Now we gonna go with the liquid. So starting right here. This one is extremely dark, so I like a strong contour. So I like to go maybe 3 to 4 shades darker. If you are not someone that wants to go like, you just want it to be subtle, then you would go 2 to 3 shades. Do not go 1 shade darker. You're not going to get that dimension you're looking for. Go 2 to 3 shades darker, right? So say for example, you're at NC 50 with MAC. That's your foundation color. Your contour color should be NC 55. Your highlight color should be NC 45. Right? So you see that's that jump, right? So you're just going 2 to 3 shades darker. Now if you like somebody with a little bold, you know you about that life. Remember, because we say this is levels to this. Some people wear makeup every single day. You could go ahead on and go that 3 to 4. Some people, they don't even know what they look like with makeup, and that's okay, beautiful, because I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here because you understand your beauty. You understand that, hey, makeup is not saying I'm ugly. Makeup is just enhancing me, right? You will go to the 3. So, now, going on my forehead again, remember? And I'm just going back and forth because I got the applicator on it, so I don't have to dip nothing in. So, that's what they look like. And then I'm going to do my nose. So this is what this side looks like, and this is what this side looks like blended out. All right, remember we go blend this out all at one time. So the next step would be our cream and liquid blush. So this is a liquid blush by Juvia's, right side up, or Juvia's Place, and this one is called Pink Lady. So it's going on the liquid side. Now it's very pigmented. You do not need a whole lot. When it come out the thing, it's going to already come with all this on there. You don't need all that. Take some of it out, right? And you only need about 1, 2, 3. You're not dragging it. You're just making your dots. 1, 2, 3 on this side. Now on this side, for your cream blush, I'm going to use this orange. This little orange right here. They call it Ostre. Or, let me see. Orch. Or Ostre. Whichever one they want it. It's one of the dark oranges that MAC sells. It's ORCHE. Oh, OCHRE. Okay, so where I'm going right here, same area, but because it's cream, we can't paint it on. So going like this, and you don't need to dot this one out. I'm gonna add some more because I'm a blush. I'm learning to be a blush girl. So you see, it's in the same area. This one right here. So when I blend out, it's gonna blend into this, and on this one, it's gonna blend into this and blend up. They both go blend up, but the amount of product you need depends on the product it is. So this is liquid. Both of these products are very pigmented. This is liquid, however. So what we know from the beginning, that makeup needs somewhere to blend into. So if we put a lot of liquid on, now we're bringing it all over. We cannot control it. So you want to use something smaller, so that way you can control it a little bit more. All right. Now this, we just made a little, almost like a regular blush stripe, but we did it with our little contour brush. Now because we blend out this side one step at a time, you can use your foundation brush to blend this out, or you can use a blush brush, or that concealer brush we've been using to apply powder and blend out. It depends on you. Right now, I'm going to use this foundation brush. I'm tapping it lightly. I'm not stabbing it this time because I want to control the blending between my contour and my blush. And I'm tapping right there because remember, we always start at the bottom. Alright, so now I can move my way up to the top. Because I wanted to stay, notice I'm not touching the middle. I'm just getting rid of harsh lines. Alright, so this still looks like this. Now for my highlight, I am going to show you 2 things. One, I'm going to show you where to place it, and number 2, I'm going to show you if you want to do that light in up, like how ladies do that light in the corner, we're going to show that. So right now, my typical foundation color is toffee. So what is in a concealer, I use toffee. But for the purposes of this video, I do want to show you the contrast, and I'm gonna do fawn, right? So I'm going to shade. I'm going 2 shades above. For the purpose of this video, I'm going 2 shades lighter than my complexion. So So what I'm gonna do is, I got this applique right here. I'm putting it, and I'm using liquid on both sides for the concealer. So I'm putting it where I want it to go, right? And you don't need a lot. You really don't need a lot. When you put a lot, now you are trying to see how it's gonna blend out. When you put a lot, and again, product control. So now I'm putting a little bit over here, making a little thick mark, and on this side. So on this side, because it's not blended out, you don't need as much, because you still need to control where's that. If it becomes too little or too much, well, if it becomes too little, you can add more. So now I'm going back over here. And I'm going in the same direction. Nothing's really changing from side to side about how I'm going to apply. Alright, so now I'm going to my forehead. I'm making just almost like tribal lines, making a little over. And then my forehead, I gotta put it in the middle. I gotta put it in the middle. So for my nose, again, same thing. I gotta put it in the middle. So I'm gonna go straight down, just the length of the width of this applique. Press it a little bit to get some product out gently. And you don't have to put much in between the eyebrows, because remember, that product gotta have somewhere to go. So I'll put a little bit more right here. Now I'm gonna blend out on this side. And what I like to do at the bottom, sometimes I blend out with my foundation brush, but for the purposes of this video, I'm gonna use my the concealer blending brush. So the hair, and remember, we starting towards the bottom, starting with the chin. Then we go blend over to my jawline, again starting at the bottom, and blend on the outer corners. We blending it into all product, and then we go tap the top, blend it into the contour, and now you could tap all over. Once those colors are blended, you could tap all over. All right, now we gotta move up to under the eye. Remember, tapping towards the bottom, tapping lightly, because we want the concealer to blend in with the blush. Going upwards towards your temple. All right. Now since you're coming back towards the bottom, blend on the top of your lip. It's not much on the top of your lip where you could be like, I'm starting at the bottom. You're just pressing it into place. All right. And now with your concealer, doing the same thing, pressing it into place, making sure you're going upward, and you're gonna leave that inner corner for last. Right. So now we got that, and now we gonna tap into the inner corner. Make sure you're looking up to get underneath that eye. Alright. And you go tap it upwards again towards your temple. Now, right here by the nose, you go press these two together. You go press them together. That's how they go blend. You go press them together. Now for your forehead, you tapping them into place. You tapping that outer corner into that contour. Alright. And the nose, I'm going to leave for last. I'm going to leave the nose for last. Now on this side, this is blending everything together at once. So this is how this looks. This is blending everything together at once. So we tap it. We gonna go back with the foundation brush. We tap it. We starting at the bottom, alright? Alright, now we gonna do it with the chin. Still walking outer. We're going with the foundation brush because it's gonna blend easier. Alright, now over here with the bottoms. it's gonna blend. When you're doing your foundation brush, it's gonna blend easier. So we're working our way from the top to the bottom. Alright, so now we got into the contour. Remember, we pressing it in place. We still doing those same hand motions, going up. Alright, now we get into the blush. We just working our way up. Alright. Making sure it's thick. Now, we're not gonna touch this area right here, right underneath the eye, or even the lip, because we're still working with the foundation brush. We want to, anywhere that really got that contour, we're gonna use a different brush. So now we're going to the forehead. Remember, pressing it in place, but you could use you pressing it upwards towards your hairline, because you want it to blend in with your hairline. Alright, so I'm just tapping the top of that concealer to blend that together. So that's what it looks like so far. Now we're gonna take that nose contour brush, and remember how I said we're gonna worry about the end, the bottom of it. We stamping that into place. Stamp, stamp, stamp. Now we blending on this one, because we need to go direction and we need to fade out. I am swiping, right? I'm not just tapping. I'm not dragging it, but I am swiping. All right, lightly brushing it to move the product, and we're gonna tap it into place. Tap it into place. All right. Now we're gonna worry about this part last. Picking up that concealer brush again. Now we can start with the top of the lip. Remember, just pressing that into place. Going towards the bottom of the concealer, towards your temple. Right? Okay. And then we go work towards the inner corner of our eye. And we stamping our nose contour and our concealer together. Going towards that temple. Now the top of your forehead, you pressing that concealer in place. You just pressing it in place. It's gonna blend out, because remember, we blended out the outer corners. So we just pressing that middle in place. Now for the nose, I'm rubbing all my excess powder off. The nose, you lightly tapping it upward. You lightly tapping it upward. So you tapping it wherever in place. Now you can put a little bit above your eyebrow, like on your eyebrows. It's gonna help the blended out look too. But you're tapping it in place. You go tap the sides to blend those areas. We're going upwards to the forehead. We tapping out the sides. Tap, 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 tap. And there you have your blended look. Now you're like, okay, I see something. Say you see something, right? You could just take that foundation brush, tap it ever so lightly. Now I want to show you, if you wanted to do like a brighter in the color, you could take one of the lighter shades that you find. This is natural. I love to do my lightest color with Natural by LA Girl Pro. Or you could do, I've used porcelain before. You could do something that's like maybe 4 shades lighter, but you're not using a lot. What you're gonna do is get a little bit on the applique, and you go tap it in the corner. Tap it. Not much, right? And I do a little on my nose, because I'm extra. A little bit on my forehead. You see how like minimal it is? You don't need no whole lot, because it's so light, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my concealer blender brush, starting at the bottom, blend it outwards towards my eye, and I'm working my way towards my inner corner. I'm gonna look up. I'm tapping. If you need a little bit more off your brush, that's fine. I'm tapping. And on this side, you go do the same thing. And what it's doing is it's brightening up that under eye. Looking up to make sure I'm getting it. And also looking up helps that you not just get it, but that you're not tapping into your creases either. Because let's talk about it. The under eye makeup is always gonna, we talked about this before. It's always, you go always crease. At some point or another, it's gonna crease. So, but if you look up and give it as flat as possible, it helps the makeup not necessarily go directly into the creases. Alright, now I'm just tapping. You see how it's clearing? Because I'm not doing much. I'm just doing enough. Now with this, again, just ever so lightly tapping it. That little bit is going to go to the length of the nose, I promise you. Now we go blend this up. Remember, a little tap up. Side, get the side. Side, get the side. And now you have your lift under your eye. Alright, toodles. Now, next class, guys. This is our final blending look. Next class, I'm going to teach you how to set it in place, right? Right now, we learned how to blend it out. The next class, the next video is going to set it in place. Now, I hope you paid attention because you know we got another test. We got another quiz coming up. It is not a pop quiz because I'm letting you know it's coming. Okay, so get the study in. And then post, let me tell you, Mo, tag me on Instagram at KKAY period ANDRE KK Andre, and show me how the class is going. Comment, like, and subscribe. Or you can also tag me at and follow me at Beyond BEYOND the THEBEAT _ on Instagram. So you can follow me and tag me at KK Andre, or you can tag me at Beyond the Beat, right? So KK Andre Beyond the Beat, and let's see how we are growing together. Toodles.